Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to tonight's council meeting. Would you please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the meeting to order. Open the roll call.
Goodell.
Here.
Slater.
Here.
Scholl.
Here.
Rusher.
And we need a motion to approve the agenda as printed.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And we need a motion to approve the minutes of the July 20th, 2015 regular council meeting.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And we need a motion to approve the July investment report. You all got a copy of it in front of you?
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And last, we need a motion to approve the claims for July. Questions
There,
on
like I
that?
said, there's some extras there that weren't in your packets that,
We got a copy of the extra ones and stuff on everyone.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? On communications, anything from the public in attendance this evening? If not, we'll open with our first public hearing. This being the time and place for the public hearing on the matter of the Fifth Avenue South Emergency Water Main Replacement Project, I will open the public hearing at 5:32 p.m. Aaron?
We're very fortunate. We had quite a few bids. We actually had 5 bids for the bid opening on the Fifth Avenue South water main replacement. Most of these are companies we've got experience with. We had Wunsch, North Central Iowa Service, Reddings Gravel and Excavating, GM Contracting, and H&W Contracting. I think we've had bids from GM and H&W, but I don't believe they've won a bid, at least not in the last 4.5 years. And so the low bid was actually Wunsch Construction with the boring alternate, and that was a $177,363.20. The other bids, the open trench was higher, and I guess, you know, Nick, your take on that is probably that there was just more roadway work with the open trench
Yeah,
that
it's a lot
drove the
more
cost up.
patching work with it, and you got a very, very good bid, aggressive bid on the directional drill
Yeah.
with it.
The subcontractor is McPeak, who's obviously in town doing the Goldfield project. And
We got plenty here, 221.
so we had very competitive. I was very, the final bid was, what did we end up? Probably a little south of 50,000, under the engineer's estimate, so.
Pleasant.
It's always a good day. Don't get to do that often, so.
And they're starting quickly, do I understand?
Yeah, that's, they said they'd like to start as soon as possible on the project. With if the city chooses to have Wunsch do the alternate with the boring, which it seems like that makes sense, then that'll actually move the water main out from underneath the road so that, 40 years from now or 50 years from now, somebody can thank the council for moving it there if there's a water main break, rather than ripping up the road like we did this, the last, 12 repairs or so that we've had on that stretch. It'll be a little easier to get to. Unfortunately, you'll have to fight a little bit with trees and things like that, but at least you save the road. So.
Cool. Alrighty. Do we have any written comments or objections on file?
no, we don't.
Do we have any comments or objections from the general public in attendance this evening? There being no more comments or objections on the matter of the Fifth Avenue South Emergency Water Main Replacement Project, I will close the public hearing at 5:35 p.m. Under new business, we need a motion to approve a new Class C liquor license and Sunday sales privileges for Galindo Rios Castaneda, doing business as El Sol de Mexico. Hope I got any of that right.
Everything's in order. This is where this is the
Old Lamitas?
Old Lomitas.
Okay.
Mhm. And they're anxious to get open as soon as they can.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And next, we need a motion to approve an extended outdoor service area for Family Table of Humboldt Limited, doing business as Miller's Landing, for an event to be held on August 15th, 2015.
And this is the Hogs for Dogs event. He came in, actually, Gloria was at professional development, and so I put it on the agenda. That's about as far as I got on it. But the one thing I would say is there have been complaints from some of the residents that live up in that area about the noise from this event. I've explained that it's a commercial, it's a fundraiser, a charitable fundraiser, but I just wanted to pass that along. There have been complaints about events that occur up there. I think you're
Move to approve.
familiar.
I would second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? One quick question. I see the restaurant up by my house is getting, sign out opening soon. Have we had anything for permit or
Cinco de
anything?
Mayo.
Yeah.
I don't think we've gotten, I'm trying to remember.
I was just curious, 'cause I just saw a sign opening soon, yet
Yeah.
They have
I
a
see-
sign, they have a sign up on the thing, but
all the new signs are up on the building, yet I see nothing here, so I just didn't know if we're ahead of the horse or something there or not. Anyway, it just made me, I was just
you're not
curious
gonna sell
anyway.
alcohol.
Well,
You're just gonna, maybe it's gonna be a dry.
People are coming up to me and saying, aren't they kind of late? Cinco de Mayo, like May
Yeah.
5th or something? Well, that's at the restaurant. It's the name of the restaurant.
They have one in Algona. I think it's the same owners as the one
Yes,
in
and
Algona.
it's very well liked in Algona, so.
I'm just curious anyway. On the resolutions, we need a motion to approve the following proposed resolution number 2015-59. Resolution approving pay estimate number 8 from Sand Construction and Supply Company of Humboldt, Iowa, in the amount of $13,790.44 for the Humboldt Municipal Airport Conventional Hangar Building Construction Project.
I don't know, a lot of people got a chance to see this over the weekend with the fly-in. The hangar looks really good. Obviously, this is where the helicopter's stored. I actually had 2 of them in there at one point. Everything's completed on the project with the exception, there's some seating on the backside that hasn't taken. So wait until that seat comes up and is established. Other than that, the project's done. And look forward to closing out a project at some point.
Punch list.
Yeah.
Move to approve.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Goodell?
Aye.
Slater?
Aye.
Scholl?
Aye.
Rusher?
Aye.
Next, we need a motion to approve the following proposed resolution number 2015-60. A resolution approving plans, specifications, form of contract, and estimated cost for the Fifth Avenue South Emergency Water Main Replacement Project for the city of Humboldt, Iowa.
Just plan specs, contract, et cetera, for the project that was just bid. It seems a little bit backwards, but
Second.
Roll call vote.
Slater?
Aye.
Scholl?
Aye.
Rusher?
Aye.
Goodell?
Aye.
Was that something that would have been normally done ahead of time, or are we just?
sometimes we
just
do it
confused?
ahead of times.
Okay.
I mean, it's everything that we talked about in the last meeting. It's just you take the input of the council at the last meeting, put that into the plans and specifications. It saves you a little bit of time. In this case, it would have taken an extra week if we had not, pushed it through that way.
Good. Next, we need a motion to approve the following proposed resolution number 2015-61. A resolution accepting the bid from and authorizing the mayor to sign the contract from Winch Construction of Green, Iowa for the Fifth Avenue South Emergency Water Main Replacement Project.
I guess one thing I forgot to mention in the public hearing is we are very fortunate to have them, I think, in town. They're a great contractor, a lot of good experience. The other thing is, as we have other things that are coming up for bid, I think, this'll be nice to have them in town. Maybe they can sharpen the pencil a little bit more and put in a nice competitive bid on the Eagle Ridge project that's coming up and some of the other items we may have. But like I said, good experience. They did the 11th Street North project and some other items around town. They worked on Eagle Ridge, the first phase, so
Very good
they're
contractor.
familiar.
Move to approve. Second.
Roll call vote.
Scholl?
Aye.
Rusher?
Aye.
Goodell?
Aye.
Slater?
Aye.
Next, we need a motion to approve the following proposed resolution number 2015-62. A resolution approving pay estimate number 6 with Blacktop Service Company of Humboldt, Iowa for the roadway system maintenance project in the amount of $51,653.01.
You'll notice that the amount changed, I guess. Nick, do you kind of want to give
Yeah,
an
I can.
update on what happened and where the project's at?
Yeah, going through the pay request review today, it was noticed that the numbers that were supplied on the, if you open to page 2, the quantity of this payment numbers were actually the quantity to date that was submitted by Bruce Ellis out there. So it was just a simple, they needed a back figure to get the quantity for this pay request. After review, found it today, finished it, you got the corrected one in front of you there. It will be resent out to the contractor for our signature and theirs before they'll come back to Gloria.
I like this one a whole lot better.
Yeah, yeah, it caught my eye in my review today.
Ready for the bridge?
Move to approve?
Second.
Roll call vote?
Rusher?
Aye.
Goodell?
Aye.
Slater?
Aye.
Scholl?
Aye.
Can I ask what now about where we're at on projects?
Yeah.
No, while you're up there, maybe you could just fill us in a little bit on where we're at on
They have
projects.
a couple sections left, they're working on one right now, and then they had that large section left over, just kind of straight north and to a little bit to the east of us here. Overall, you can kind of look at the percentages in there. You're around 50% of the sidewalk, 50 to 60, because that one is a large section right there on it. Overall, it's going pretty well for it. You can kind of get, if you want to get a real true idea, if you look at the detectable warnings, we're at 55% of the detectable warnings. Essentially, all the sidewalk that we're doing has a detectable warning on it, so it gives you a very good idea where we're at based on that. These quantities haven't been updated in the contract quantity. They will at the very end of the project, because we did add a substantial amount of work to the project, a month back with there. So as those things get done, the quantity to date will continue to grow with these. But otherwise, they're moving forward. They like their system they're doing now. It seems to be working pretty well with it. So they're moving forward. That's kind of, Bruce is slow and steady now
But
with it.
does he hope that he'll have everything completed?
Everything, yeah,
by
we've
the
had
end of the
a
year?
couple progress meetings within the last
Okay.
couple months, and they're looking essentially the month of September, not December on that, excuse me. That was last year, September, originally was Labor Day, we've added some more in there. Looking final completion of everything by November 1st is the plan.
The sections we added, the increased quantities for, two and a half sections,
Yep.
whatever. They didn't have a whole lot of sidewalks on them, so, and that tends to be what's holding up and delaying the project is, there's only so quick that they can do that handwork on the sidewalk.
Yep.
So with that in mind, Blacktop can come in and seal coat in all of, it seems like 30 minutes. but-
Yeah, it seems like, they could probably do all of those remaining sections in a day.
Yeah.
After they're done, they patch them, they're able to patch in one day essentially, and then they could seal the next day with it. So their part is pretty quick. Bruce's part is significantly more time consuming, which is with the hand forming, the removals, the forming, the ADA requirements and so forth.
Yeah, he said
Everything.
what's kind of holding them up is that it's multiple pours, it's not just one pour, you gotta pour a section, then pour the next section, then
Yep.
pour the next section. So just that coordination, now that they're getting the coordination better on
Yeah.
those intersections.
And they're able to have, Jensen's been able to help them to remove some sidewalk here lately too, so that's helping them speed up on it. So like, they'll call a section ahead where they're going next, and he can go in and pull it from the curb back to where they're to remove to. So then Bruce can come in, remove the curb, grade it, and then set forming. It just saves them some time associated with that.
Yeah.
It'd really be nice to get seal coating done in August or first
Well,
2 weeks of September. if
We've,
possible.
we discussed that, I was not present with it, but that was discussed at the, last Tuesday
Yeah.
with the project update meeting with Bob and Bruce on getting the seal coat done earlier, and actually, last time they swept within their time frame, but actually sweeping it earlier this time for the amount of excess rock with it. So, that is the intent this time around, and Bob is well aware of that
Yeah,
on the
and
project.
They plan on taking the same path this time, where they do the roadway and then leave the radius, leave
Yep.
whatever sidewalks are left, wait for those to be finished, and then come back in and do the radius work.
Yep.
But it was made abundantly clear, seal coating needs to occur earlier, so that we don't have, so that we get better adhesion or
The
whatever it's
adherence
called.
was there, there's
Yeah.
just the amount of rock and the timing of the, you know, the extent of the time that they used to sweep it was within specification, but due to the, I guess, the traffic volume here on a couple of roads, it should have been done sooner, and that, he's been made aware of that.
No, he's on board.
What are we doing on the intersection down by Bicknell Park and stuff there where it was so bad from last time? Are they?
We'll end up just we'll discuss with Bob what we need to do there. There's a couple other areas, as you've noticed from when they install the sidewalk with turning of the skid steers, the mini excavator and stuff, especially with, you know, we've had some higher 80-degree days. They're gonna have to do some remedial work on the work that they've already completed due to their construction methods. That's construction methods. Over there, we'll talk to Bob, just the amount of traffic, the turning traffic there, it did not hold up there. We'll talk with them what the best remedial action is in that area.
Yeah, I mean, they'll carry the cost for whatever they did during construction.
Yep.
But at Bicknell, that's our own, I mean, not our own fault,
But
but you
the
put that much
detour
turning
there.
traffic
Yep.
on it, it's gonna.
And it
fail.
is actually a very small area when you look at the whole project there. Yeah, it's super,
Just looks bad, doesn't
it does look bad right now, yeah, it's definitely look bad, but I wouldn't recommend doing it yet. I would wait till they come in here and hit it all at once on it, and then we got to go through traffic with the significant less turning traffic on that area.
They did tell us the first time we scooped snow that it'll be gone, and that never did occur.
No.
It's just as bad as it did last year
Yep.
anyway, so.
Yep. So, yep, we'll do some work on that also for it.
And then they've started doing the change order sections too.
Yep.
Up on Jerry Hatcher, and.
I don't know if that one's completed yet. I didn't get a chance to
I
stop.
saw them out
before.
there today.
Yep, they were there when I drove by.
Yeah.
What is a rattle? Is that kind of a late project, or is that?
That'll probably happen when they do the rest of the patching on these new sections, because they'll come in here at once with their milling machine to mill everything out, and then they'll patch on all of those new sections, and that's, you know, a major patching portion up there to hit that and get that done at one time.
Because is some of that getting cored out beside?
Yeah, well, we're going to, as we did on
Small
Jerry
tires or something?
Hatcher, you can see we milled significantly deeper, added a bigger rock base with an extended section of asphalt in that area. The same thing is planned for the rat hole up there. They're able to take that out with their milling machine. They just have to go in multiple passes to make sure that they separate what they take out of there just for their own use on it. You know, as we get down there for that extended section, if we see something that's, it's still not within the realm of what we're liking, there we'll do some other remedial action to help mitigate future issues there that we've seen. You know, if it's, the soil's completely bad, maybe we'll go a little bit deeper, maybe incorporate some sort of a fly ash, something in there just to help mitigate that freeze thaw issue in that area. We won't know that until we actually get down there and mill that out.
Okay. Cool. So we're gaining anyway.
Yep,
Okay.
in town working.